Hey BB High School, this is a video tutorial on how to request your courses for the 2017 and 2018 school year. So, first thing we're going to need to do is log into our hack account, or also known as Home Access Center. So the way you're going to do that is go to our BB High School homepage. You'll see that right here, bbadgers.org/o/high-school. So once you go there, you will get to this site, and you can click menu up here in the top left, and then under the parents and students you will click Home Access Center. When you click that, you will just simply enter your username and ID, or your username and password. Make sure that you're under BB High School, and then you'll click Login, and that will bring you to your hack account. Now, from the menu here on the top, you're going to select Classes. This is usually where you would look at your assignments and schedule and everything, but up here on these tabs you're going to see a new one called Requests. You'll click Requests, and this is where we will be doing all of our work. So now I'm going to explain the different column headings here that we have that you'll be looking at throughout this process. First, we have the subject area. This is going to show you all the different subject areas that are required in graduation. You have your English, Math, Science, and Social Studies. Those are just your core classes that most students will need at least one course in that area, unless you're maybe a senior and you're not needing a few. But others like Oral Comm, Fine Arts, Health, and PE, those are a little more specific, and you'll find those classes there. But Career Focus, that is going to be where your electives are found. The next column is the course column. This is where you will see all of the course requests that you have made for next year. You'll notice that there are already some classes there. Those are teacher recommended classes, so these are already requested for you. You don't have to sign up for an English class if there's already an English class recommended. The next column that we have is the credits. These are credits for the courses that you have signed up for your regular course request. These are the courses that you want in your schedule for sure. The next column is alternate credits, and we'll talk about alternates a little later, but those are going to be credits for classes that you have signed up for in the event that the regular credits that you've signed up for did not work out. Okay, so let's go ahead and start making some requests for our schedule for next year. Since we already have here an English, Math, a Science, and a Social Studies, let's go ahead and go down to our electives, to the Career Focus. So the way we're going to request a course for next year is you'll slide on over here to the Edit button, where you're going to add or edit your course requests for Career Focus. So we'll click Edit, and then we will have a pop-up box here that will give us a list of courses in that area. So these are all going to be Career Focus or elective classes. You'll notice, to start off with, there are several of these that may have a little red circle with the X in it. That means that you have not completed the prerequisite for that course, so you're not able to sign up for that course. But there are classes where there's a checkbox available that you can sign up for that class. So let's go ahead and sign up for one here. Let's say that we want to take CET1 here, and the process that we hope that you will do here is that you will have gone through your course selection booklet and reviewed the courses that we're offering, and you'll find the things that you're wanting, and that you'll go based off of that. So you have already looked in the course booklet, you found the computer engineering technology, this is the course code here that you've looked up, and you'll notice that it's for 1 full credit. We're going to select that, and then over here to the side there's a checkbox here that we have to leave blank for now if this is a regular course. But when we start talking about alternate courses, which we'll do in a second, I'll show you what to do there. But for now, let's just click CET1. Then we'll come down here. We want to take CBA, and let's sign up for one more. We'll go with parenting. So the next thing that you need to make sure that you do, you've got your checks here in all these classes. The top right, make sure that you click save. If you do not click save, it will not save these requests for you. So we'll click save, and you'll notice that now those courses are down here in the bottom. So now we've got our 7 credits here total, and even though we've got our 7 that we need to have a full schedule, we want to make sure that we've got 1 in English, 1 in math, we've got our science and our social studies here, and this would be a good time to also look at maybe a few other things, like let's say for this particular student, we weren't sure if we've taken oral communications yet or not. Oral comm for 1 semester is required to graduate. That class is one that you could take online if you wanted, but let's say that this student would rather take it in the classroom. You can go down the bottom here, and there's a graduation subject area requirements. This will be just a quick hitter guide to graduation requirements. So if you'll look here, you'll see oral comm is a required half credit to graduate. We have completed 0 credits of that, and right now this year we are scheduled. We are not taking that course right now. So we are needing oral comm still to graduate. So let's say that this student decides, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and take that. So let's go ahead and sign up for oral communications. Go to our edit, and then there's oral communications. Request it, and click save. Now that puts us over on our credits down here, the total at the bottom. We're looking at our regular credits. It says 7.5. We need 7 here. So I need to change one of my career focus here to an alternate. What that will mean is if there's one class that maybe I couldn't get into it, it'll take that alternate instead. So let's go back to edit that in career focus. Sorry. Now let's look at parenting. That was the last one. We weren't really sure, but we kind of decided, so let's make that course an alternate. And you can either choose to any course, which means that any of your courses that don't work out in your schedule, you will then click the alternate to any course, and it would replace any course that doesn't work out with parenting. But for this one, let's just do alternate to this course, and we'll say oral comm here. So if oral comm does not work out in our schedule, then the scheduler is going to give us parenting instead. This is a really important tool, because if you will do this, it will make sure that you get into everything that you are wanting to get into. If you do not fill in your alternates, it's inevitable that there will be some conflicts in your schedule, and so if that's the case, then something will have to just be chosen for you. So make sure that you put those alternates in. We're asking that, I'll go ahead and save this. It's very important to save. And so you'll see here that this is an alternate course, parenting. So now we're at 7 here and a half credit here. And then we could go back in there, maybe select some more classes that would be good to have as alternates. Computerized accounting, we'll do to any course. To any course. Do intro to medical professions. Alternate to any course. And business law. We'll save that. Now you can put as many alternates as you would like, but we want you to have 7 regular credits worth of requests and 4 of alternate credits. So we need one more, so we'll go to career focus, edit. We need another half a credit at least. You can do as many as you want, but we ask that you at least do 4. That's a good number, just in case you're having some scheduling conflicts. So we'll save. Once again, very important to save. Now we have our 7 regular credits and our 4 alternates, and so now we are done. We are done filling out our schedule. Now it's important, once again, I'm going to stress this, it's so important to go through your course selection booklet. Make sure that you look at these descriptions of these classes, of all of them that you've signed up for. Make sure that they're the right code. If there's one that's not there, it's not showing up, for some reason you're having an issue, you can come find me in the counseling office, and I can try to take a look at it and see if there's a setting or something that may just need to be adjusted. Okay, so I'd also like to give you a little more information here, go over a few things. It's really important that you review all of the materials in the packet that you have received with your course selection booklet. There's included in that packet, not only is there instructions for how to do this as well, you also have a letter to families and students. This will give you some quick hitter information, when I'm available, how to get a hold of me, some other information that will be useful for you in this process. I highly encourage you to go through that information, read it, and use that to your advantage. I've included a graduation requirements page in there, so you can look and make sure that you've got all the credits that are needed to graduate. And then another page in there, this is going to be for anyone who is planning to take a concurrent credit course, so like college English, college algebra, college psychology, something like that, or if maybe you have failed a course and you're needing to retake it online or at night. This is a page that will be required for you to fill out, so please pay attention to this. There will be a spot where you just put your name. If it's a college course that you're wanting, make sure that you have these requirements. You have to have a 2.5 GPA to be able to even be accepted into the course. You also have to have an ACT score of a 19 or higher on certain areas depending on what class that you are taking. So please make sure that you look at that and turn that in to the counseling office by the deadline of course registration. if you are wanting to take a class in Virtual Arkansas, they do have several offerings of just all kinds of different courses, or even college courses that are sometimes free of charge. So if you want to take a look at those, they also have requirements. You can go to their website that I've listed here. If you have failed a course and are needing to retake it, it is very important that you write down what that credit recovery course is and which semester you failed that you're needing to make up in the distance learning lab. So you'll write the courses that you have failed, which semester you failed. So if it's English 9 first semester and English 9 second semester, those you'll put both of those. If you will do that, we can make sure that we sign you up for that for next year in the lab, and those classes are quicker and easier to recover, and so we highly suggest that you utilize this form to do that. There's also a section where if you're interested in taking a night class, where once a week you come in at night for 2 or 3 hours and work on that class with a teacher, that's an option for some of you. So if that's something that you're wanting to do the same thing. Write the class and which semester it is that you failed. You can only do these if you have failed a course. You can't just take a credit recovery class for a class that you've never taken before. So it has to be something that you have failed before. Once you fill this out, please turn it into the counseling office so that we can make sure that you get signed up for that. Lastly, there's a page that will help us identify students who are trying to become honor graduates. The requirements to be an honor graduate are in your course selection booklet or in your handbooklet, so you can look that up, see what those requirements are, and if you are intending to be identified as an honor graduate here when you graduate, please circle which class you will be in next year, if you're going to be a sophomore next year, junior, or senior, and turn this in by that Friday the 7th, and we will make sure that we're helping you stay on track with that, and make sure that you get all the courses that you're needing. So thank you very much for listening, and if you have any questions, feel free to email me, and have a good day.